flying. Unbelievable, unimaginable, unthinkable. Staled, here is our little hero. Remain intact, waiting for next mission. With a hand that cannot tremble.
Landing.
Forced landing in progress. But pilots maneuver against a forced landing. Welcome to a drone expedition so daring, no eye has seen it. No mind has imagined it before. This is an epic saga filled with drama, thrills, breathtaking green landscapes, a desperate battle with battery and signal, and finally, the euphoria of victory. Mission: the ultimate one-way test. The DJI Mini 5 Pro, with its 52-minute extended battery, just covered over 25.6 kilometers in a single flight. The remote was the RC2 controller, and this was a one-way flight. Yes! What? A one-way flight? 25.6 kilometers? Impossible, we couldn't believe. In a word, unbelievable. Our drone spread its wings in the sky. The journey begins. We added the RC2 remote screen to the upper and look, two white egrets are flying past in front of the drone. More white egrets are flying ahead. Join us on this journey. If this informative videos, subscribe to the channel now and press the bell icon so you We've crossed 5 kilometers, battery 79%, and solitary palm trees standing tall. That means it took about 21% of our charge to travel 5 kilometers. Interesting times. We entered the green forest once more. Without this drone view, there was no way to know our country had so many trees. Most of the trees we see are mahogany trees. Since they grow quickly and are worth a lot of money, we don't remember anything else. We're just planting the money tree. In my opinion, though, a home's courtyard should have a few fruit trees. With me as my co-pilot, Zarif. We're checking the map view again. He is observing everything sharply and guiding me, because danger could strike at any moment. We have 3 support teams divided at 10, 15, and 18 kilometers. We can see a beautiful coexistence of forests, farmland, and human settlements. 2 large ponds and 1 small one. This is life. But even in this paradise, there is a clear lack of modern transportation, education, or good health care. A pond with coconut trees on the edge and main roads running between it is a good example of organized agriculture. The rural homesteads are surrounded by trees. In the middle, we see two factories. carved directly alongside the region's rich, natural woodland. It's a landscape defined by two worlds, the open field and the dense forest, meeting in a 2%, and according to calculations, it will run for another 22 minutes and 8 seconds. (1,500 meters), we still have 51% charge left. Theoretically, we can go 26 kilometers, although we must keep 10% charge in reserve. The signal situation is extremely fragile. I raised the altitude and stabilized at 90 meters. From this high-altitude perspective, we see more than just a landscape. We see the cycle of the harvest itself. The land is a dynamic chart of time and human effort. In the foreground, you see patches of bare, wet earth and golden brown stubble, glistening with water. These are the fields that have already given up their rice. Just beyond them, the landscape explodes back the bright, electric green of a still-growing crop, not yet ready for harvest. A single view captures the entire agricultural story. The past, the harvested fields, the present, the growing fields, and the future, the next planting, the year, all revolving around the small, shaded groves where the farming families live. The next tip for long-range tests, which is very important, is to check the weather forecast thoroughly the day before you fly. You can get information from AccuWeather or windy.com. It's vital to know the wind speed and whether there's a chance of rain. Imagine everything is fine at your location, but after flying 8 kilometers, the drone could fly into rain while it's sunny where you are. It's common to face such problems. So, when flying, you must properly assess the detailed weather conditions, chance of rain, and the wind's speed and direction. We are pushing past 15 kilometers. This is a new world record for a one-way flight. And incredibly, we still have 45% battery. Today, this entire landscape, these palm trees, this vast field, this winding path, they all bear witness to this monumental achievement. And there it is, 15,356 meters. The world below us continues its endless, beautiful rhythm. Patchworks of vibrant green rice and dark, quiet homesteads. At this distance, our challenge appears. A warning flashes across the screen. Weak signal. We are 18 minutes into this flight. The battery is down to 44%. pushing the drone higher still. We want to go to the very last drop of the battery and the very last bit of the remote signal. The view now is our reward. Beyond the smoke of the brick kiln, the long, perfect line of trees is revealed not as a forest edge, but as an ancient road. We have traveled further than thought possible, revealing a hidden truth of the landscape as we make history. This is our monumental achievement. Tip number 10. Flying a drone 20 kilometers away means you have to pay attention to many things at once. When you reach the absolute limit, 20 to 22 kilometers, you don't have the luxury of relying on the return to home option. Therefore, if you want to conduct this expedition properly, a co-pilot assistant is absolutely necessary. 21 kilometers. We have shattered the boundary. We have exceeded every claim DJI made. We did not just reach the impossible, we proved it was wrong. Let the skeptics comment. Let them whisper of fakes and AI. The numbers are right here. This drone, from this corner of the world, is writing history. Every kilometer now is a bonus. Every meter is a world record. At 21,588 meters, from an altitude of 230 meters, the rice field below truly looks like a green carpet. A massive pilot made the final, critical decision, setting the aircraft's landing sequence not on the hard ground, but just to the side of the main helipad, over the grass. A soft cushion against the inevitable fall as the battery finally dies. And look, our third team has reached the drone. Here is our little bird, landed perfectly on the grass, right next to the helipad, completely intact. It waits there, a true hero, silent after its record-breaking flight. And now it asks you, the audience, what daring adventure should it go on next? This is the unbelievable story of the unbelievable expedition. Forward with a flickering signal, climbing to maximum altitude and successfully holding on to a drone that could have fallen at any moment. This is a huge success for us. Thank you all very much. That's all for today. Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon. Like and share this groundbreaking and timeless video.